All right, let's talk about stress, but not in the usual way. Today, we're getting into a really practical guide for handling all that everyday pressure so you can move beyond just, coping and actually start thinking better.
So first up, we need to talk about that feeling, that sense of being completely and totally overwhelmed. And here's the most important part, the part we're going to unpack. It's probably not your fault.
I mean, really think about that. Have you had one of those days, nothing truly awful has happened, right? No big catastrophe. And yet somehow by noon, you are just done, completely maxed out, and you're left wondering, how did I even get here?
And it looks a lot like this, doesn't it? Your brain is just buzzing, a million tabs open at once. You find yourself getting short, snapping at the people you love most, and then that awful inner voice kicks in, asking, why am I like this? Ugh, it is such a draining, frustrating cycle.
And if there is one thing I want you to take away from this right at the beginning, it's this. This feeling is not some kind of personal failure. It is an incredibly common, shared human experience. You are not alone in this.
So, if we all go through this, what is actually happening? What's the real source of all this stress? Well, let's dig in, because the answer is probably not what you think it is.
And boom, here it is. This is the big idea. This is what changes everything. The stress isn't really in the event. It's in the story we tell ourselves about the event. Our thoughts are like a filter, and they're turning everyday stuff into major stressors. This lays it out so perfectly. Just look at the left side. An email, a change of plans, a small mistake. These are just things that happen. They're neutral. But then, look at the right side. That's our brain jumping in. That's where we create the stress. We go from an email arrived to I can't cope, from a minor mistake to I'm a total failure. Seeing that gap, that disconnect, is absolutely the first step.
Okay, so if the problem is how we think, the next logical question is, how in the world do you change that? This is where things get really interesting. We're not just going to talk theory, we're going to look at how a simple game can literally help you rewire your brain.
And what I love about this whole approach is the philosophy behind it. It is so grounded. We're talking no fluffy, feel-good theories that don't last, no trendy life hacks that fall apart after a week. This is all about real, practical tools that you can actually use.
So what is it? It's a workshop called Stress Less, Think Better. And the core of it, the thing that makes it so unique, is a board game. It's designed to take all those invisible, automatic thoughts you have and make them visible right there on the table so you can actually work with them. Now, this isn't Monopoly, obviously. This game is different. For one, it's designed around the science of how our brains actually work. The scenarios in the game are based on real-life, high-pressure situations we all face. It creates this amazing space that's playful and interactive, but also surprisingly honest. And get this, the people running it are the only licensed facilitators on the entire continent of Africa. All right, a game sounds cool, but what's in it for you? What do you actually leave with? Let's talk about the practical, real-world takeaways, because that's what really matters. First off, it's a focused 4.5-hour session, so we're not talking about a huge week-long commitment. This is a powerful, high-impact investment of a single morning or afternoon built to give you results fast. And in that short time, you'll go through 3 clear steps. First, you'll discover your own personal stress triggers and habits, what really sets you off. Next, you'll learn a simple, powerful way to pause, to create a little space between the trigger and your reaction. And finally, you will walk out with actual tools that you can put into practice literally the very next day. And this is just so critical. These aren't just work skills that you leave at the office. These are life skills. They're tools you can use at work, for sure, but also at home, with your family, with your friends, with the people you love. It's a total upgrade for how you operate in the world. So that brings us to the final part here. This is a direct invitation for anyone in or around Cape Town who wants to experience this for themselves. It's a chance to step into a space that's all about trying something new.
And I think this quote from Monique over at the Change Verve Lab just says it all. It's so warm and genuine. It's not a demand. It's an invitation. If you are just plain tired of being stuck in those same old patterns, she'd love to see you there.
So we'll end with this, a question to just sort of let sit with you. Are you ready to give your mind a new toolkit? A kinder, smarter way to handle everything that everyday life throws at you?